fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to kit up my Diamond Art Club Enchanted Forest kit. So you guys have seen me unbox this one on the channel, and I'm now ready to start kitting it up. So that's what I'm going to do. I have one of my 60 bottle cases here. I have cut apart all the drills and separated them into DMC order, and I think I'm ready to go. Now, a few notes. This kit has 3 regular ABs and then 1 special AB. So I'll be kitting those up. I've got my extra spare stickers here so that I can mark those. And then also I'm using my bottles that have the washi tape on them because I never know if these Diamond Art Club stickers are going to peel off really nicely or whatever. So I'm gonna do it this way and we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna skip the well, I was gonna say I was gonna skip the ABs, but I might as well do them. I need to look up what the DMC codes are, but it doesn't really matter. I can do that at the end. So I guess I can go ahead and kit them up. And I think I will probably go ahead and put the special drill, which is actually number 44. I think I will go ahead and kit that up at the beginning as well, just because it's going to be very obvious where those go. So I might as well kit it up and just be done with it. So I think I'm going to put that one very first, actually, just to kind of get everything out of the way. They are part of the stars, the little lantern light things. So I'll just put these at the very beginning, and then I won't need to worry about it. Okay, so there's those. So 44 colors, but I'm going to put that one at the very beginning just because that's where all the other ABs go, so why not? All right, so first AB, hoping this kit does not have a lot of static. The last couple of kits I've done that I've kitted up have had a lot of static, and it is not fun. This one just has crunchy bags, so the bags don't want to let go of the drills because they're all crunched together. I really like these purple ABs. They're so pretty. All right, there's number 1. Number 2 is AB 126. Get my trash out of the way here. All right. Let's see if they're going to cooperate with me today. I don't want to have a day where I spend the whole time picking up drills, because that gets to be annoying. Come on, get out of there. See, I don't fight with other drills, but I'll fight over ABs because I want to keep all of those. All right, come on, get in there. They're trying to escape. Okay, there's that one. All right, one more, and then this one is white, so hopefully it cooperates a little bit better. Oh yeah, much better. And I spoke too soon. All right. One way or the other, I'll get them in where they need to be, right? Okay. I'm really excited and looking forward to this kit. This actually is a kit that has already been discontinued, I believe. So kind of excited that I actually managed to snag it so that I could do it before it disappeared. I think that's one of the hardest things to get used to in diamond painting is, one, there's this idea of artificial scarcity, you know, buy this new release before it's gone or whatever. And you know, many of the new releases, Diamond Art Club and other companies as well, do sell out. That doesn't mean that they're not going to restock it or whatever. Now, there do end up, you know, being occasions like this one where this was actually a new release and it had only been out for a couple of weeks when I bought it, and they announced that it was going to be discontinued. So, you know, I don't know what criteria companies use to decide that. It's probably different for every company. Yeah, you know, I've always kind of approached my buying as if it's, you know, meant for me to have it, then when I'm ready to purchase it, whether that's because I need to save up money or I'm just not ready to have any more kits in my stash or whatever the reason, you know, if I'm meant to have it, then when I go back to get it, it'll be there. And I mean, I do things like I do sign up for email notifications so that if there's one in particular that I really, really want, I get an email when it's restocked, if it gets restocked, and it may not. There are a couple right now that I really, really want, just a couple. So I'm actually feel pretty good about that. One is from Diamond Art Club and one is from Oraloa. And I really want one called Flower Crazy from Diamond Art Club, but they haven't restocked it. I don't know if they're going to restock it. But I'm assuming it's not been discontinued because there's nothing on their site that says, you know, this is being discontinued. And I was able to sign up for an email for when it restocked to get notified. Guys, these, what is with all the static in my kits lately? So obnoxious. Come on, get out. Ugh, look at that. Look how they're clinging to the sides. And I've tried all kinds of things. I have tried, and it works. Look at that. Not terrifically, but it does work to do the dryer sheet method, which I'm going to end up sticking some of them in here. I've tried putting them in the freezer. I haven't tried washing them just because that seems like a step too far. First I got to wash them and then I got to wait for everything to dry out. I don't want to do that. All right, get in there, you little stinkers. Anyway, maybe I should just see, and that one escaped onto the floor, so I'm not going to chase that one. Maybe I need to just wipe my tray out with a dryer sheet and see if that helps a little bit. Anyway, I want Flower Crazy, I think is the name of it, from Diamond Art Club. And then I want that Canada one from Oraloa if they ever restock it. Hasn't happened yet. And, you know, again, if they restock it and I can get it, great. You know, if I wanted it bad enough, I could go out and see if somebody had it on like a reseller or a D-stash site or something. It's not that important to me. So I will just wait on the companies. And if it doesn't get restocked, then it doesn't get restocked. I'm okay with that too. I think, you know, if there are kits that have particular meanings to people for some reason, you guys, I really hope this whole kit is not like this. Because I'm going to have to cry if it is. Ugh. That is so, look at that. Ugh. Just going everywhere. I may have to preemptively, they're going everywhere. Get some dryer sheets out for some of these off camera so that I can get them. Look at this. Good gravy. This by far is, I think, one of the worst parts of diamond painting. People don't tell you how frustrating stuff like this can be. See, look at this. I'm trying to tap them down and they're jumping into my hand. That's just crazy. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step off camera for a minute and I'm going to spray my hands with the static spray and see if that helps at least a little bit. Be right back. Well, sad to report, that didn't work. Putting it on my hands did not work. I don't like spraying it directly on the drills. So I managed to get those in the bottles, but you can see it's still pretty staticky. You guys, I've tried everything. I've tried putting them in the cold. That didn't work. I've tried the static spray. That didn't work. I've tried the dryer sheets. That didn't work. Everything works a little bit, but not enough to just get rid of it. And I've tried blowing hot air into it. Really, the only thing I haven't tried that people have said is washing them. And that just seems like a step too far for me. So I just really don't want to. And they're all going to be like this. How frustrating. Okay, well, I guess I'll just settle in for some frustration because it looks like that's how this is going to go. I mean, at least this one isn't as bad as the last one. Still not great, but not as bad. Maybe I'll get lucky and some of the small ones won't be like this. I wonder if I brush them down with the dryer sheet, if that helps. I did brush the tray with the dryer sheet front and back before I did this time, which seems to have helped a little bit, but maybe it's just because the static in this particular drill wasn't as bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get really frustrated really quick at this. I think this is worse for me than popping drills, because like not being able to get the drills where you want them to go. You know, at least when you're doing it on a canvas, they're kind of corralled on the canvas and, you know, they're somewhat sticking where they're supposed to be, versus this where they're just jumping everywhere. I'm definitely going to have to vacuum in here after I just cleaned because they're jumping all over the floor. Let me see if I can get all these down to the bottom with the dryer sheet. At least get them to the bottom of the tray where I have a hope of them going in the bottle without too much fuss. My hands are going to smell like dryer sheets when I get done, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world, but still frustrating. Yeah, this is not my favorite thing. I wonder if I put a humidifier in here when I knew it was going to be a bad kit before I started doing it, before I started kitting it up. I wonder if the static has anything to do with the conditions at the factory when they put the drills in the bags. See, that one doesn't seem terrible. Like I need to get out some extra bottles because some of these I'm going to need more than one. Okay, so that one is a little staticky, but not bad. See, that I could deal with. That's not terrible. That's not me fighting every single drill to get it in the bottle. Let's hope I get more like that. It is staticky. You can see it's still sticking to the sides, but not as bad as some of those other ones. Okay, only on drill number 11, and I have 44 of these. Woo! Does not bode well for me. Wonder if I smooth this around in there before I start trying to pour them. I mean, they're sticking to the dryer sheet. Is that bad? Oh, you guys. Yeah, this is not how I wanted to spend my morning. All right, let me unfold this a bit. Let me just swipe my finger in there a little bit, see if I can get them all out without having to fight them. Okay, still sticking to me, but I think that was slightly more successful. Okay, come on, you two, get out of there. Okay, then again, let me wipe these down towards the bottom. You can see how much they're jumping. Come on, you guys, get out of the corner. Why do they gotta get stuck like that? Okay, there you go. Just, oh, you guys. So what are your best tips for dealing with static beyond dryer sheets, beyond static spray? Any other tips and tricks out there? Because like I said, I've tried putting them in the freezer. That did not work. I mean, it helped a little bit, but it didn't help to put them in the freezer any more than it did to do it with the dryer sheet or whatever. Like I said, everything seems to help just a little bit. Nothing seems to make the static just let go. I would really be curious to know if it has anything to do with, you know, having static in them when they're packed and it just doesn't have anywhere to escape. I wonder if you ran a magnet over it or something, if that would help. I should try that. Just run the magnets over the bags, see if that gets rid of it. Is it really static electricity, even though that's what we call it? Does it have anything to do with... That one's hanging around the bottom of the... All right, that one wasn't too terrible. All right, number 12. Number 13, I mean. All right, I'm making some headway here. Slow, but making some headway. Okay, this one's not too bad. I'll take that. The rest of them were like that, I'd be okay. Okay, come on. Get down. Get down out of here. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, now I need more stickers. I guess that's at least a break from static, right? You guys, I'm only on number 15. No, I'm only on number 14. I kind of want to cry if they're all going to be like this. Yeah, one of the things I wish I'd known before I started diamond painting was how frustrating things like this can be. I mean, you know, people talk to you all the time about containers and which pens to use and what waxes they like best and that kind of stuff. Nobody tells you how bad and frustrating static can be. Like, literally can make you want to cry some days. I'm going to get a bunch of these stickers put on here just because, I don't know, I think that'll make me feel better that it's going well versus the static. Oh, I am definitely in need of a break. Okay. But I'm going to press on because I need to get this done. That looks like static already, so fun. I don't know what they're doing outside. It sounds like someone is jumping off a big truck or throwing something into the back of a big truck, like a big dumpster, but no one's outside, so I don't know how far away these people are that I can hear it, but okay. This bag does not want to stay open. Let me get my dryer sheet in there. See if I can get the rest of these out of here. If I can get my fat fingers in there to get them all to come out. Okay, there we go. Oh, look, there's a little blue stowaway. I could pull it out now, but I'm not going to. Just going to leave it in there. And then when I get to it, when I'm diamond painting, I'll pull it out and put it in my trash. Guys, I was cleaning up some stuff the other day and going through, well, I was cleaning out the craft room / office, so I was going through a bunch of my stuff and trying to figure out, do I still need this? Do I want this? What even is this? And I came across my little moose reindeer tray from Oraloa. It came in one of the unboxings that I did, and it looked like a little moose or a little reindeer. It was a little red, and someone pointed out to me it was like a trash drill tray, And I've never actually used a separate tray for those. I always just use like a spare container. So like if I'm using my bottle case like this one, I'll just have generally an extra bottle, and that'll be what I put my trash in. I didn't even know trash drill containers were a thing, other than, you know, just something for you to dump your trash in. I didn't know people were making them all pretty and stuff. I should have known though. That's how things go in diamond painting, isn't it? Functional is good, but functional and pretty is even better. Okay, these are staticky, but not as bad as other ones. Okay, get in there. They just want to be all over the place today. Okay, I guess at least some of these don't have very many drills in them, so that's a saving grace. Not much of one, but I guess it is one. All right, just gonna dump these all out because they seem all staticky. Can't even get them off my finger. Definitely losing these everywhere. Okay, let me try and pull these down with my dryer sheet. And get them down to the bottom so that I can get them in the container. You guys, this may be one of those kit ups where I have to walk away for a little bit and then come back because I still have quite a bit to go and I am frustrated. Like you just want them to go where they go, right? Okay, that was number 17. What am I at? I'm in the 600s. All right, this is my last 600. Let me see. This one isn't too terribly staticky, I say, as one jumps out onto the table. Let me rub my dryer sheet around here and see if I can head some of that off. Pick up all the ones I dropped. Okay, slightly better. I don't know that that helped a ton, but better than spraying the static spray everywhere and making them all sticky. Okay, there's that one. All right, these two don't have very much in them, so I guess I'll go ahead and do those. And then I'm going to cross my fingers. I've got a couple coming up that are pretty full, so maybe those ones won't have as many or as much static in them as some of these other ones are seeming to. I don't know, we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much me doing that is helping. Get that out of the way. I feel like I'm spending more time picking up drills that are jumping around than I am putting drills in the containers. That's frustrating. Okay. I'm going to finish this one last color, and then I think, you guys, I'm going to take a break and come back because, yeah, this is getting to me. Okay, let me finish number 20, which is this little blue one that doesn't have very many in there. All right, let me just dump these out. Oh, you guys. I don't even know if I'm going to share this kit up. I'm getting so frustrated. All right, and one went flying, but I don't know to where, so I guess I'll just let it go. I'll probably find it when I clean up the table after I'm completely finished. I will finish, but not gonna lie, really, really frustrated at this. Maybe I'll go Google some other solutions for static. Check my idea of a magnet and see if that works. I read somewhere, it was to do with laundry, but if your clothes had a lot of static cling, to just run them across a wire hanger to get rid of the static. I don't know if that works. I haven't tried it, but yeah, that's frustrating. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to clean off all my trash and I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Let's try this again and see how it goes. Now, I have taken a bunch of cotton swabs and sprayed them with my static spray, just so I can stick them in here in the bag like this and see if I can get them to behave a little bit better, because I'm going to lose my mind if they're all like that. So still a bit staticky, as you can see, but it does seem to be helping enough to at least let me get them out of the bags, which is what I need. And I just took a whole handful of cotton swabs and just preemptively sprayed all of them. And they're sitting in the lid of the sprayer while I try and get these all out. Okay, let me see if I can at least just get them out of the bag. If I can at least do that, that seems to be helpful. Okay. They're still staticky. Like I said, it doesn't get rid of everything, but it does seem to be helping, so I guess I'll take it. At least I got that first container full without really having to mess with these, so we'll see how I do with the rest of them. May end up spraying several cotton swabs by the time I get done with this, but that's okay. Let me push those down in there. Okay. And then that one that escaped. Okay. And then if later, I can always take the cotton swab and scroll it through there again, scrub it through there again. All right, that was 21. Let's try 22. What is that? The necessity is the mother of invention. You guys, this was going to drive me batty if I had to do every single one the way that I was doing it. So this is helping. It's not foolproof, as you can see, but it is easier to get the cotton swab in there to kind of scrape around than it is to get my fingers in there. So there's that, I guess. Even though I'm still spilling them everywhere, because of course I am. What would a kit up be without me spilling at least some drills, right? Okay. So there's that one. Let's try number 23. You guys, have I mentioned how much I hate static? Just, yeah. They're starting to stick to this Q-tip, so I'm wondering if I need to move to the next one that I sprayed. If this one is dried out too much, or there's so much static. All the static guard has been used up. Okay. Okay, it felt like one attached itself to my hands, but I don't see it, so guess I'll find it later. Okay, let me put that one over there, number 24. Okay, I'm gonna grab a fresh Q-tip, cotton swab, whatever, you guys know what I mean. Swirl it around in there. You can see they kind of let go from hanging on to the side of the bag a little bit. Not all of them, but some of them. Enough to get most of them in there, and then I can just pick up the ones that are stragglers. You know, when they just pour nicely, you don't even think about it, I don't think. You just pour them and go, right? Until you get a kit like this, and then you're like, oh my goodness. Okay. Better. Number 25. Again, I'm super curious to know if it has anything to do with the environmental conditions at the factory when they do this, or if it's just the fact that the drills are kind of sitting around in a bag for who knows how long. I mean, who knows how long these were all packaged and put together, right? I mean, I'm assuming at the very least a couple of months before they're actually released to give them time to get made and all of that. Look at that, how bad they're sticking to the bag. That's just crazy. Yeah, at this point, I just want them to stop sticking long enough that I can get them out of the bag and into a container. If this wasn't such a large kit, I'd be tempted to just do it with spare drills. I wonder if I can get all these in here with all the static. Guess we'll find out. I was going to get a second bottle, but now I'm wondering if I can get them all in there. If they were behaving, certainly I probably could. But since they're not, let's see. Let's see how many misbehaving drills I can shove in the container. You guys, I feel like this is going to be the world's most boring kit up because it's nothing but static. Okay, let me shove these down, get them in the container, and then I can move on to the next one. I feel like I should break into song or something to entertain you guys, except if I sang, then you all would just run away. Okay, this was the last one that I have numbered and put the labels on. So let me do this one real quick, and then I will put the rest of the labels on. I will respray my cotton swabs so that I can get all of these out of the containers, because it does seem to be helping even if it's not foolproof. Okay, all right, I'm gonna put some more labels on, so let me do that. What's the worst static you guys have ever had? I mean, this kit has 44 colors. I'm just wondering to myself now, if I had like my Diana kit, which was 250 colors, if they had all been staticky, oh my goodness, I don't know if I would have actually done that kit. I don't know if I would have made it through. I mean, it's already a marathon kit up when you're talking about that many colors. I don't know if I would have made it through if they had also all had static. That sounds like a nightmare. Okay, let me finish getting these stickers on, and then I can clean up that and some of my trash over here. I can respray my cotton swabs. Maybe I'll cut open some of the bags and swab the cotton swab around in there with the static spray, and then let them set for a little bit, and then come back and see if that's helpful. All right, 3 more stickers here. All right, last one. Okay. So all my stickers are now on the containers. I don't save this part of it. I have enough stickers and can make my own that I don't need to save these. I know some people do. I will just cut this because now with my new logbook, I am going to be using these large stickers as well. So I'm just going to cut this off. And eventually I'll cut all of it off because I don't need this part up here either. I will just keep the sticker part. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like this. It's got my sizes and everything. And I'll just stick this in the little pocket of my containers, my bottle case, and then I'll have it. Plus then I know what kit it's for. So, okay, I'm going to clean up a bit, spray some more static spray. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I've cut some of these open. I've rubbed the swabs in there and I've let them set for a few minutes. So let's see if that had any effect. Oh, that was almost like a normal pour. interesting. Okay, so maybe I just need to let them set for a few minutes. Open them up, let them set for a few minutes, and then try and deal with them. Oh, those two went so much better. Still a little bit of static, but nothing like what they were before. Okay. So maybe I just need to give them a few minutes. That's so funny. One of the YouTubers that I was on a streak of watching there for a while is a lady from Finland that cleans. She cleans like really like horrible hoarder houses for people. But she's always talking about, you know, people, it's not the tools. People just don't give it enough time. Like, you know, if it's a really baked on mess or whatever, you just have to let it sit and let the chemical or, you know, whatever you're using work its magic while it's sitting there. It's because people don't give it enough time and they try to clean it off too soon that people get frustrated and say, oh, this tool isn't working. And she's like, it's not the tool, it's just that you're not giving it enough time to work. Which, goodness knows, we're all so impatient these days. I mean, we get impatient if things don't get to our house within 2 days. My kids have grown up in the age of the internet, and so, you know, everything's right there at your fingertips, and the concept of having to go to a card catalog to look up, you know, information and that kind of stuff. It's like, no, their answer to everything is just to Google it. Well, when I was a kid, I didn't have Google, so I didn't have the option of just going to the internet and having some random person who'd already put the information out there having already done it for me. All right, 963. Well, this is going better than I thought, so maybe that's what I'm going to do with the rest of these. Open them up and then let them sit for a minute, and then I will come back and do them. I've got one more that I've already opened, so I'm going to do that one, and then I will try this method with the ones that I have left. All right, pretty sure I'm going to need more than one bottle for this one. Okay, there's one. Let me get as many as I can poured in here, and then I'll get the stragglers with my cotton swab. Let me get those all. Now, can I get those in there now? No, they still don't want to cooperate a lot, but better than it was. All right, I'm actually going to swap that around in there. See if that helps. Okay. All right, so again, let me clean up my trash, open some of these, do the rest of them. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I've opened all of them. I've sprayed or swabbed them out with the cotton swab and the static spray, and let's see how it goes. I've got the cotton swabs on standby in case I need to do any more swabbing, but okay, for ones where I don't have very many drills, it actually seems to work really well. Okay, and just letting them sit. Maybe that was my mistake before, was I just wasn't letting them sit long enough to kind of let the static guard do its work. So they're still a bit staticky, but nowhere near like what they were. You guys, oh my goodness. This is so much better. I don't know that I've had a kit with that much static in it ever. I mean, I've had some, you know, where one or two of the colors will be bad, but I don't know that I've ever had one where every single color was staticky like this. And you can see it's clinging to the sides of the container. They're still kind of sticking in here. I'm going to swab some of these out. Maybe I can get those to go in there nicely. Still a few stragglers that don't want to play. some that dumped out right there. Okay. But it's better. It's not fantastic. It's not static free, but it's definitely better. Okay. So for all these stragglers that keep jumping everywhere. Okay, 37, 61. And the fact that I keep dumping them when I'm picking up the bags does not help. All right. Let's see if I can get these in here. You know, this bag is bent, so let me just do this to get them all out. Oh, see how much nicer those poured in? Those weren't sticking badly at all. Okay. I'm up to number 39. You guys, I might make it without going insane. All right. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. That whole bag poured in without missing a drill. All right, let me get that out of there because I don't need that. Okay, number 40, 37, 66. Woohoo! Look at that. Let me get one of my swabs here just to get the rest of these. Look at that, empty bag. Yes. All right, number 41 is 3807. Okay, just got a couple more colors left, and then I will be done, you guys. Kitting up just takes so much longer when they're static. That's crazy. Okay, 38, 38. All right, got some stragglers. Let me clean those out. I will have to remember this if I have another kit where I have static this bad, just to let them sit for a few minutes. Okay, last bag. Woohoo! Okay, just 2 stragglers from that one. Oh my goodness, you guys. Whew, I didn't know if I was going to make that one. Okay, let me throw away my trash here. Got some cotton swabs I don't need anymore, but I will remember that for next time. Okay, so I have here in my bottle case, I have them all kitted up. The ones like this, I will go through and write the numbers on my extra round stickers so that I can put them on here so I know which ones are which. But everything is kitted up and ready to go. I've got this, which I can just stick in the pocket up here so I know which kit this is. So when I'm ready to start working on this one, I'm good to go. You guys, thank you so much for sticking around with me through all of that. That was crazy amounts of static. Let's all cross our fingers that neither I nor you ever get a kit with that much static ever again. Again, thanks for sticking around till the end of the video, guys. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.